Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Bobby Otis, and I'm here to bring you all the highlights from week 16 of the University of Ghana Corporate Football League. Yes, the 20-week-long league has been happening for the past 16 weeks. Now, for week 16, we brought to you all matches from Group B. It is worth to name Group B as the group of death because although we are looking for two companies each from the two tables, that's Group A and B, Group A happens to have given us the two we need. Union Ghana and Ghana Armed Forces Officers Sports Club, with the points they've accumulated over the 16 weeks period, are the two companies that will be playing in the semi-finals and hopefully the finals. But for Group B, it is three companies that are looking somewhat inseparable. After week 16, some of the hopes of these three companies are a little thinner. Others are confident they will make it to the semi-finals. And we are here to bring you all the details on that. Again, like I mentioned, my name is Bobby Otis and this is week 16. Just before we go ahead to bring you all the details and games we brought your way for week 16, let me say a very big thank you to the sponsors of the University of Ghana Corporate Football League, i.e. Glyco General Insurance, Vigo Energy, Soccer Local, Ghana Football Association, and our radio partners, Radio Universe. Also a very big thank you to the producers of this league, Rise Sport Services with University of Ghana Sports and Wellness Directorate. Now, let's go into game one. So after 15 weeks of play, it is the three companies in Group B that are National Petroleum Authority, Forestry Commission, and Ghana Civil Aviation Authority that are looking inseparable. Now, this week throws light on these three companies because they are the ones with the maximum expectations of making their way from the group stages and going into the semis. The first game of week 16 was a game that was played between Bui Power Authority and Stanbic Bank Ghana. Stanbic Bank Ghana, like we've seen in the weeks before or in the weeks past, have not really had a fair share, and it is as a result of that they are not in the race for the semi-final position. But interestingly, they came up tops, winning this game against Bui Power Authority with a goal to nothing. Let's take a look at the highlights from that game and listen to the interviews we engaged the two captains in.
So finally, we've gotten our first win. Like we've always been saying, we didn't start the tournament very well, but we've done our homework, and today our tactics worked. We should have even won by more goals, but we'll take the 1-0 and then just go and celebrate. Oh, based on we know ourselves, and we knew we could have won this tournament. This win is not going to take us anywhere. It's good we've won, but at least we have wanted to qualify for the semi-finals and finally even win the trophy. But
this was our last match apparently, but we were coming for a win. We didn't want to be the last team in the group. Bankoye. And we lost. We weren't expecting this.
Forestry Commission, one of the companies that are favorites to make it to the semi-finals from Group B, played against Zenith Bank in Game 2. Forestry Commission came in with all their manpower because it was loud and resounding in the stands as we could hear the Jama chant and the cheers for the players to ensure that they got the 3 points that they needed to increase their chances of making it to the semi-finals. Of course, they came out in their numbers to also support their deputy CEO, Mr. Eric Kotoko, who came to speak to us about their 30 million tree planting initiative that has been spearheaded and started by His Excellency of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. We'll take a look at the bits from that initiative he spoke about and how Forestry Commission came in to win this game by 1-0 and getting the 3 points they needed. Also, at the end of the game, we engaged the two captains from Zenith Bank and Forestry Commission in an interview. Let's take a listen to it.
Good evening. What I can see and I can say is that the whole place is green and there are a few dots of red around, and I can tell that green has already conquered. And if it is green, it is none other than Forestry Commission. The reason our men are in their t-shirts tonight is that by kind courtesy, the initiative of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, we are in the month of June, which is a Tree for Life month. He has decided that all of Ghana embrace the initiative to grow trees in Ghana, because we have lost a lot of our greenery, our vegetation to various activities. We intend to plant 30 million trees this year, and it will require all of us here to participate. Whether you are a staff of Forestry Commission or not, whether you are part of corporate Ghana or not, all you need to do is to walk to any Forestry Commission's district, region, or head office and request to be given a seedling to go and plant at your expected location. It can be in your community, on the streets, even in your farm, in your house, wherever. So we look forward to seeing everybody plant at least a tree somewhere, and we shall all make sure we nurture these trees to grow in order to make Ghana green in support of a nationwide campaign by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Thank you all so much.
So just before I let go of you, just as you are seeing every place green, is it a promise you are making to everybody in the house that this match you are about to witness is going to be evergreen?
Anytime I went to watch football or any game, wherever I belong, victory accompanies me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the words of the Deputy CEO of Forestry Commission. Everywhere he went, victory accompanies or follows him. Your guess is as good as mine because after 40 minutes, we will see if those words will match the accent of the men on the field.
Well, I would say it's been yet another bad day at the office, and then we, like you saw, we came with a game plan, but then eventually it didn't go in our favor. So yes, it's a matter of a win, draw, lose, and then unfortunately we had to pick the latter. So yeah, that's it. Most definitely, next season we'll come stronger. We'll come with a more sustainable, yes, a more formidable team to if not win the tournament. This is the first time, so yes, we are just testing the waters, and then yeah, eventually next season we'll do good.
Forestry Commission, everything is green, so we are encouraging each and everyone to at least plant one tree, and we hope by 10 years time we may have plenty trees around our societies and in our forests. Yeah, we told you after our first two games that we drew 1-1 that still we are a team to watch, and we will come back stronger, and indeed we are in the game, and we hope to reach the final. We are a team to watch, and we hope we take this trophy to Forestry Commission. Planting tree for life and winning a match today, you see, it's really exciting, and
no celebration.
We are celebrating, and our fans are there. We are going to celebrate with them. From now till next 2 weeks that we will have our next match.
Congratulations to Forestry Commission getting the 3 points from that game. The hope lives on for them to make it to the semi-finals of the University of Ghana Corporate Football League. Now let's go into the University of Ghana Corporate Athletics. The 8x50 meter relay race was run for Group B as well. We did this for Group A last week, with some interesting wins from College of Basic and Applied Sciences that were not playing on the day but came in to win that race. Now we are going to see who won the 8x50 meter relay race for Group B, which was run between Forestry Commission, Stanbic Bank Ghana and Zenith Bank. At the end of the 8x50 meter relay race, it was Forestry Commission again crowning their victory from the football pitch with their victory on the tracks. The Eric Ejay-led Forestry Commission 8-man team won the 8x50 meter relay race, coming in with 51.96 seconds. Running after them next was the Emmanuel Kudalo-led Zenith Bank that came in with 51.98 seconds. Just a few milliseconds short from that of Forestry Commission. And in the third position was Alvin Aduache of Stanbic Bank, although winning the first game from Group B in their match against Buipa Authority, they were somewhat unfortunate and came in third in the 8x50 meter relay race, coming in with 57.28 seconds. Now, the race.
It was a very nice race that we did. Like, everyone is happy we did well. Like, this video try, Guinea Bank, they try to do their best. But Almighty, Forest Comes, we are always the best. And we get everybody to come and take the trees and go and plant, It's season for the trees. Yeah, thank you.
An interesting race. We didn't really prepare, but then we did our best. It was an interesting race. I think we have to focus more on the race because that's where we are winning more, not the ball itself. Yeah. So thank you.
You are still watching the league highlight show right here on GTV Sports Plus. I'm your host, Bobby Otis, and at this moment, I'd like to say a very big thank you to the sponsors of this league: Glyco General Insurance, Vigo Energy, Soccer Loca, Ghana Football Association, and our radio partners, Radio Universe. Also, a very big thank you to the producers of the league, Rise Sport Services, with the University of Ghana Sport and Wellness Directorate. Now, let's take a look at the highlight from Game 3, a game that was played between two companies, Media General and National Petroleum Authority. Just like I mentioned before the start of this week's highlight, NPA is one of the three companies in Group B that are keeping their eye keenly on qualifying from the group stage to play in the semis for the first ever University of Ghana Corporate Football League. They played in this third match, and fortunately for them also, they won that match, increasing their chances of making their way into the semi-finals with 3-0 against Media General. We will get to also hear the captain from NPA talk to us about what led to this win that they had over Media General and what their chances are looking in the semi-finals.
We really attribute our win to the first incumbent of lost we lost when we started the whole tournament. You know, we really underestimated our opponents. I realized, hey, it's a game of competition, and in as much as it's a game of competition, it is up to you to match up to the standard. We are not here to joke regardless, though it's fun games. So we drew our inspiration from the first loss and then our previous drew with Stanbic Bank. And then again, the main inspiration came from knowing very well that Forestry Commission is now topping our table, in which we've been leading for the past weeks, regardless, though we know we still have a game in hand. So our aim and our motivation was to, hey, so far as we started winning, it's either we win or we win. That is where we drew our inspiration from. The different thing we are bringing on board is still falls back to our winning mentality. We are going back to the drawing board. Though we've won, we know that to climax it, we should be exceptional. So we will make sure that the next 3 points, this is our last game in hand, we'll still clock it as 3 points. No matter what the outcome is, we know definitely it's supposed to be 3 points or nothing else.
I think today our fallback weren't helping us very well than like other matches. So the mistakes came from the defense, and I think for now we are not going to go through to the next stage, but we are going to play our next game and see how it goes. So just a normal game. This is our first loss.
Oh really?
Yeah, we've played this. I think this is the 8th match or so, or 7th match. And this is our first loss for the. No, we drew like 5 games and we won 1, and this is our first loss.
The final game of the day, another game which brought a lot of hopes for Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, who are also in the competition of becoming one of the teams that will make it out of Group B. Like I've already mentioned, only 2 companies will progress from either groups, Group A or B, to play in the semi-finals, with hopes of ultimately playing the finals and winning the coveted trophy and the bragging rights from the first ever University of Ghana Corporate Football League. Civil Aviation played against Lancaster Accra in the 4th game. And I want us to take a look at the highlight of what was a victorious game for Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Although a day before, the 242 souls that were lost in the Air India flight that was headed for London saw the sportsmen pay a minute of silence, homage and patronage to all the souls. It boosted their morale to win that game and also increase their chances of making it to the semi-final. So right now, all these 3 companies, after winning their respective games or their individual games, keeps getting their hopes high of playing in the semi-finals. But let's take a look at the highlights from Game 4 and listen to the interviews. And after that, I'll bring you all the other gist you need to know.
As we all saw the game, we had a misunderstanding with the defense has a miscommunication that led to that goal. Yeah, that led to that goal. Okay. Yeah, we just have to go back then, put in our hard work then, just come back then, clear the 3 points. Yeah, so left with our game, last game that we willing to win that one at least to wrap up the league. Then next season we make sure we psych up things, then we can come stronger next season.
Before God and man, we are so excited. I think we were compact, we were so disciplined, we play compact football, and basically our training section and all that, we are so tactically disciplined. And I'm so grateful for our teammates and myself and the coach as well. The motivation is so high before God and man. As I said earlier on, we are tactically disciplined and we obey the coach instructions. So we are good to go. We make sure the 3 points that we have in addition, we just do that and put it in the bag. For sure, we are qualifying. We are qualifying. Yeah.
Yes, after all action for week 16 of all the 4 games, the hope is still alive. The dreams are still on for these 3 teams: NPA, Forestry Commission, and Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Interestingly, for week 18, NPA, who are leaders of the league table now, will be playing against Forestry Commission. A game Forestry Commission has no other chances than to win, because even if they draw, they are not making it to the semi-finals, unfortunately for them. So kudos to all of them, and we hope to see how they come prepared for week 18. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the goal of the week. At the end of week 16, NPA sent comfortably as the league or table leaders for Group B. Let's take a look at the table from Group B, where Civil Aviation comes in second and Forestry Commission is third. The point difference between these teams are somewhat small, with little goal differences, but it's still likely for any of these 3 companies to make it to the semi-finals. So let's take a look at the Group B table. And now sharing his thoughts and perception on week 16 action from the University of Ghana Corporate Football League is our very own Dr. Austin Lukutera, Director of Sports for the University of Ghana Sport and Wellness Directorate. Let's take a listen to how he saw all the games that were played between the 8 companies and the athletics that was run, and what he is looking out for the finals before the finals from Group A.
For me, is the athletics. The athletics has been cool, and I think that people are getting excited about the athletics. And the participation was okay. It was very competitive. This particular game or this particular group is a do-or-die sort of group, because we have NPA, Forestry Commission, and Ghana Civil Aviation. These 3 teams can easily qualify. Any of the 2 can qualify. So it hasn't been easy. Civil Aviation want a win to solidify their position. NPA also wants same win. At the same time, the 3rd position, Forestry Commission, wants a win. So today, all of them have gotten their win. Forestry Commission, NPA, and Civil Aviation. That set it up for next week. Next week is going to be a cracker, and I can't wait to see that. I think I would go for Forestry. They came with an excitement. Forestry came with excitement, and apparently because they are also celebrating 30 million tree planting, and this is their time. They came with their bosses and the rest, so it was so exciting to get them. The cheering was high, Despite the fact that they missed a lot of chances, the only goal they had was so exciting for them, and for me, that is their match. As for MPA, it was expected. Civil Aviation with Lancaster, I also already predicted that this sort of game that you can always expect. Yeah, so for me, Forestry was the game to watch.
This has been the Week 16 highlight of the University of Ghana Corporate Football League. Again, a very big thank you to our sponsors of the league, Glyco General Insurance, Vigo Energy, Soccer Local, Ghana Football Association, and our radio partners, Radio Universe. Also, a very big thank you to our producers of this league, Rise Sport Services with University of Ghana Sports and Wellness Directorate. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the finals is just upon us. So please do well to start lacing your shoes wherever you are across the length and breadth of the country, Ghana. Come out in your numbers. Witness what has been likened to a Division 3 football game from these corporate entities. Let's cheer them on and give them a tap on the shoulder. This goes beyond the field. Come out, network, socialize with some friends from other companies, and who knows, you may just be getting the team bonding you need for your next career choice. Again, a very big thank you to all the crew behind this production, to Mr. Kwabnapoku, to Benjamin, to Richard, to Elvis, to Emmanuel Asante, to Cyril, to every other person making sure that this is made possible. And to my bosses, Mr. Yasech Afari and Dr. Austin Lugutara, I say a very big thank you to you all. Please give us a follow on our socials at UG Games Official across all social media handles. And check out all the highlights from week 1 till week 15 on our YouTube channel, Right Sport Africa. We'll see you next week.